Oil has indeed passed $100 a barrel. First time we've seen that since 2022. Actually, we've got it down to $95 as of right now. Chevron's president, Andy Walz, joins me now. Sir, how long will oil stay at these levels? Can you give us a clue?
Well, Stu, I'm not really good at predicting oil prices, to be honest with you. Chevron's mostly focused on our people in the region and our assets in the region, and we have to kind of see how this military action plays out to know where it's really going to go.
How fast can we make sure that tankers can get through the Straits of Hormuz? I mean, are we looking at days, weeks, surely not months?
Yeah, it really depends, Stu. We're trying to understand what's the next military action. What's the U.S. government going to do? Chevron's prepared to help get our fuel out of there and our oil to markets, and we're really just kind of making sure we're taking care of our people. So really hard to predict what's going to happen, whether it's going to be extended or short term or long term.
Okay. I'm going to change the subject for a second because you wrote a letter, a powerful letter, warning of an economic collapse in California under Governor Newsom's climate policy. Question: are regulations causing what you might call irreversible damage to California's economy and energy security? Is it that bad?
Yeah, I believe it is. That's why we wrote the letter. I'm glad you're asking. We think that the policies they're putting in place will eliminate all refining in the state of California. And if you think about what's going on today in the world, energy security and reliable energy is really important. And I'm afraid that California is heading down a path of relying on imports from Korea, India, China to fuel the cars and airplanes and trucks that people need to live their lives.
Well, I've got a regular gasoline in California now averages $5.20 a gallon, and it's going up. I mean, could you reach $6, $7 in California? Is that possible?
Well, Stu, what they're proposing is to add another $1.20 to a gallon of gas via a tax in the next 5 years. So, yeah, I think prices are going to go up. They're already sometimes twice the price of other places in the United States. And a lot of that is taxes, fees, and regulations that burden the industry and burden Californians. And unfortunately, Stu, it hurts the people that can least afford it the most. Yeah. And that's really concerning.
Well, aren't the people of California getting a little tired of this? They're already paying $5. It might go up to $6 or $7. Aren't they going to make some changes?
Well, so that's why I'm talking to you. I want people to understand what's going on. I want them to understand that, hey, if you close a refinery, it doesn't come back, okay? These are irreversible decisions, and the lawmakers in California have decided that they don't want critical infrastructure like refineries. They've been working to put us out of business for 20 years. It's happening. There's a refinery shutting down right now in the Bay Area that's operated by Valero. One shut down last year, operated by Phillips 66. And it's just I think it's disastrous policy that's going to make it difficult for people to live their lives in California, and expensive.
Well, you wrote this strong letter to Governor Newsom. Have you heard back from him?
I have not. No, I have not heard from him. We are talking to the Air Resources Board. It's the California Air Resources Board that's trying to put this new policy into effect. And look, it's just a tax, Stu. They're just taxing consumers, and they're making it hard for us to do business there. And there's going to be lasting impacts. This is going to, they're going to be reliant on supply from outside the U.S., and that's not good policy, in my opinion.
Indeed, it's not. Thanks very much for joining us this morning, Andy. We do appreciate it. And come back soon and tell us how things are going in California. We'd love to hear.
Okay. Super pleasure. Thank you, Stu.
You got it.